Right, my family, una good afternoon. It's na Daniel Macarthy the talk. I just want to come and say a few words. You know, you call them a pep talk, a pep rally, or something as the election they get close. We um, just about a couple of days over a week to go, and everybody they gear up for this all important and most anticipated election in our nation's history. First of all, before I go any further, I want for just you know say thanks to all the one that we take part. Now the debate where we get some couple of weeks ago or so. Easy for pull off something like that in a developing country like Sierra Leone or a third world country, if you want to call it like that. So it's a big credit to AYV TV and even to Sierra Network for giving people like us that lives outside in diaspora the opportunity to catch a glimpse of that wonderful debate that it was. And once again, big thanks also to Hassan Aroni, leaving his family and going down there to, moderate that debate. So thank you very much again, and all the people that work behind the scene. Sometimes those are the people that do the most to making sure that we had a successful and a wonderful debate. It may not have, I mean, gone through the way that you wanted it to have been, but for the first in the nation's history, at least in my opinion, ever since I was born, I think we did great. I think, the debate go the way it was supposed to, and the moderator did a very good job. So we can forgive people them credit, and I believe, say, in the next 5 years from now, when we go on next election, we go even do better. That being said, I just want to come here first of all for say everybody, Sierra Leone first, no matter which party really supports, we make sure say we get a peaceful election. When I really go vote, when I make sure say when I be peaceful, when I follow order, and make at the end of the day we not get any casualty, because human life is much more important than anything else. Because the one person where you go lost, maybe that person if don't can be someone great at our country. So we want to make everybody be safe. That being said, I'm an SLPP, strong SLPP member, and I will remain that for sure. And I just want to say, even though me not person is, I call myself the liberal type of SLPP. I call myself a liberal Sierra Leonean. I come out and I say it the way it is. You may not like it, you may not want to hear it, but I'll say it the way it is, because I feel like sometimes we have to say the truth. And even though most times people are not going to take we sometimes the first time when somebody go watch the video, you go say good yeah and whatnot, you give free word. But sometimes when you're at your quiet moment, like when you take shower or when you lie down and you think about it again and you say, oh, what's in that person did we talk? Maybe there's some sense in it. And as a matter of fact, sometimes when you talk something, somebody say, but no nonsense, that person did talk. But the thing is, the word nonsense, there's a sense in it. If you take the non and the sense remain, that means, just look at some of these words like impossible. Yeah, impossible. When you take that first couple of letters, and it become possible, right? So even the nonsense with somebody they talk, that's why you always get for learn for listen to someone to the last end for make you get really within the person they try for say. I just believe say this election we have to do one thing or else APC will go back to power. If every political party not come together, APC will go back to power. And I will tell another reason why I say that. APC na party we get a track record ever since, during the 60s, where people are like, they not even think of born with it. Where APC be take power, 1967, as the record show. APC not come on power until 1992 when they were ousted. And, we all know that the story behind that, by the NPRC, And I believe so many of we, even though we need to support coup or anything like that or whatnot, we need to support them overthrowing of a government or whatnot. But I think that was a time that every Sierra Leonean needed that, and NPRC came in, and for that short time before they too were a little bit manipulated by some old politician, we all go agree, say that we do good, that we really try. And some of we be very, very, very tender, very, very young, maybe in our primary school or nursery school doing that, and we understand when we see what thing they do in that country there. Doing NPRC in time, we see electricity in that country there. So kudos to them. But if they not be drive APC not for common power. That don't show we say 25 years, APC in the power. Now, Anesco come, so it don't be 35 years or so. APC then get track record of the need to give up power easily. I want like everybody understand that. Okay? I don't care how you go say politics, especially in Africa. People come out in crowd and support anybody and dance for everybody. But believe it or not, you have the core people that support these political parties. Okay? Where they sit down and then village them, then side and they believe me, where they no one for you. One word. Go tell them anything. You get me? The only way we will take APC out of power now, everybody come together in another country. That's why, that's one of the reasons that I'm not going to say that I'm mad. I was mad, but I was disappointed when Kande Yumukela left SLPP. I was disappointed because I felt like Kande Yumukela didn't look what the negative impact that he is going to cause, not to SLPP, but to the Sierra Leoneans. Because Kande Yumukela live in SLPP, understand, see sometimes I do understand the ground way Kande Yumukela, kind of left SLPP, say he was mistreated and mishandled and was not really welcome. First of all, it's politics. Nobody said it's going to be easy. They only say at the end of the day, it's going to worth it. Especially when you come, you meet people that are established. You come, you try for come, you self want for come, then in that position, then definitely it's going to be challenging. And you not get for be fear, you not get for run away. But basically, I'm sorry if I'm using the word run away, that's the way I feel. And before you ever make them move, then in my opinion, which if I think, say, okay, I want for left SLPP and go form something else. Or somebody don't advise me, say, I left and go form something else. What if, by me leaving SLPP, that means I don't create better room for APC, forget to the White House, forget to the State House, because the fact remains is that NGC, KKY, the then KKY movement, who are now, NGC, then take enough vote from SLPP for cripple SLPP, not for able to win this election. That's one fact right there. I can give you another fact. They not take enough vote for make them able for win this election. That's not fact number 2. Fact number 3. That means the math. Waiting two things and they show you. It equals to NGC take enough vote from SLPP for cause SLPP not for win the election, and then self not get enough vote for win the election. They not take enough vote for make the win the even with the undecided voters them, and also the independent voters they will not be the vote. They not get enough vote for make them win the election over APC, meaning that at the end of the day, then cause APC for get a better chance of winning this election. Okay, I just need you to stay focused with me here. Then cause APC for get a better chance for winning this election. That's why APC did go Allah, they glad that the best thing that do that we want. APC then are the best thing that they APC they be the person tell we say bo una pull mother be una put Kanda Yumukela like that. But me they can play against your team. Now they go tell me the goalkeeper what they put na field. Now me know me own goalkeeper what they put. You can't tell me who's going goalkeeper what they put. You understand me? But we SLPP, we so stupid something and we can allow APC to manipulate we. And if you look at this, maybe sometimes we go sit down back and say there was some manipulation in all this whole thing. Because APC be no say, during the time Kanda Yumukela be there inside SLPP. We even though we be the bump head, but them be don't scare, they not say that was a dynamic force. We believe it or not, by then time they are APC for us silence. But because of selfish reasons, because of what I call political eagerness and miscommunication and misadvice, because there's a lot of people that will be the advice, and up to now we advise kind of Yumukela for left SLPP. I do believe say the man will get clean out. I not believe say the man will for really left. But people they advise them for making left SLPP and they decide for left. And sometimes, even though they're the leader, but not so you can make that final decision. So I do believe in that. But at the end of the day, I come to tell you people, for real, like, go and sit down and think about this. All right? We have what is called a political demographic. A political demographic. All right? In Sierra Leone, political demographic is, let me say, politics is built around SLPP and APC. That is how it has been from time memorial. All right? Not that it's not going to change, but it's not going to be overnight. That is what I'm saying here. It's not going to be overnight. If Kande Yumukela is campaigning for 2023, I do understand. But for this election, yes, miracle does happen. Maybe miracle is going to happen. Who knows? That is up to the Almighty God. But where we take, because me, I like for look things in reality. In reality. Because a lot of you KKY supporters, when they look at things in the ideal way, okay? The ideal way is you have to wake up tomorrow morning, KKY, be the president as alone. We don't get new person, to SLPP, to APC, things will can't change or whatnot. But the reality of things is just like I'm saying that I played the lottery last night. I wish I won the lottery this morning. I didn't have to go to work. All right? But you know what? That is just the ideal way of me thinking, or the fantasy way of me thinking. And then when morning comes, I grab my butt and go to work, because that is the reality. And that reality is what I'm bringing to you, Sierra Leonean, today. All right? Let us understand this. Okay? Let us understand the political demographic of our country. So many of we they out where they talk, we not even understand what's in our politics in our country. We don't even know how things they go. Listen, let me tell you something. Not play tribal game. Not say SLPP don't overtake the Mendema don't how we call. First of all, I'll tell you something. From what born one president don't rule na Salon we from SLPP. Now President Alhaji Ahmed Tijan Kaba. Somebody please tell me, Alhaji Tijan Kaba, na be Mendeman? If I know like way I know say I know. Tijan Kaba not to be Mendeman, but nobody not be gumbo for that. Not so because Mother Bio they can 2 or 3 times, so they don't think and say, now Mende party or whatnot or whatever it is. Now Mother Bio the first person we don't go for presidential, candidacy or whatever, run for presidency 2 or 3 times. Now the one, not the first person. Why we like for put everything per tribe? But when they want for break up the SLPP, KKY want for left, then put and say, oh, they don't take and don't make a Mende party or whatever it is. Let me tell you something that you don't understand, or you do understand and you're just ignoring it. All right? SLPP and APC, they will always remain dominant. They will always remain. They will always remain and they will always dominate Sierra Leone politics for a long time to come. I will tell you that for sure. The reason being is then two. It's not the thing is we make at the talk say some of them don't understand the demographic of politics. Then 2 parties then we get the two largest ethnic groups in Sierra Leone. One that the Mende and the other one that the Timini. The Mende that the majority inside SLPP and the Timini that the majority inside APC. That is how it has been, and it will remain like that for a long time to come. Okay? It will stay like that for a long time to come. You know, the team, they go and say, oh, they don't give power on APC, or now all inside SLPP, when they're ready for scatter, they say, oh, they don't turn on Mende, whatever it is. Believe it or not, this not get anything to do with tribes. Understand? Whether you like it or not, team then go dominate the majority the inside APC, just like when Mende man and the majority inside SLPP. Believe it or not, again, I'll tell you this. Look at this. You think, say, Kanda Yumukela, or you go, don't forget about Kanda Yumuka, even APC. go beat SLPP inside Abo district, inside Kenema district, inside Kailaon district, inside Pujeon district, or Bon to the side, and or you think say even what they say now, Kanda Imukela come outside Gambia or Gambia, I don't even know what not Gambia, you think say you go beat APC and then Port Lock or places like the McKinney and stuff like that. This is what I'm saying here. Listen, it's just like we're here. I'm in Texas, right? No matter how close Democrat, come, they're not going able for win inside Texas here. It will take a long time. A long, long time. We know how long it takes for make some state like Alabama, even get close to becoming blue. So this is the reality. So what I'm saying here is, this election, because of that many candidates that we have, this election will most likely go second round. It will go second round with my prediction, APC and SLPP. And when that time comes, that is when I call Judgment Day. Judgment Day for every Sierra Leonean. Okay, let me take it back and say, even if you go second round with ADP or NGC or whatnot, you know what your decision is going to be? Whether or not you don't like ADP, whether or not you don't like NGC, or you don't like SLPP. If anybody goes second round with APC, you get a choice for make. You get a choice for choose the lesser of the two evil. You get me? Me, I'm an SLPPer. If I had a vote, if I was in Freetown, and SLPP not make it to the second round, ADP make it to the second round, or NGC make it to the second round, I go cast me vote for NGC or ADP. You know why? Because I go choose the lesser of the two evil. I go make an informed decision for the future of my children's, the future. And I'm not going to just think about my own selfish reason, them, but I think about every Sierra Leonean. You see, because that's not the thing. I talk to, from me, where I talk to few NGC people, just around my community or somewhere else where, and from their response, you can tell that if SLPP make it to the second round with just APC, they rather vote for APC than voting for SLPP. That is just to show how wicked Sierra Leoneans are. That means you will try to tell me, say, you rather for make, we picking them 10 years older, instead of them go school, they hog bread in the market for sale under this APC government. Then they suffer. People, then they send them, picking them go school, an empty stomach. You understand me? You rather for look you picking at your face and tell and say, you know what, we will continue for suffer, but mother you need to vote for her. Or we will continue for suffer, but I need to vote for NGC. We have to make an informed decision, people. You get me? When it comes to that time, think about it. Because I know so that time that it come. When we get votes then for cast. At the time we get for no, if you are truly a Sierra Leonean, if you are really, really someone that makes informed decision. I don't care, yeah. Like I said, I was disappointed when KKY left and formed something else. But, that don't happen. You can cry over spilled milk, But we are looking at the next stage, waiting me to predict to get for happen next and the action what we get for take. Unless somebody come out and win, the first rounds clearly and fair, then fine. But believe it or not, looking at this whole thing, we are going to have a second round, and believe it, I am encouraging every Sierra Leonean out there that don't want APC in power to think wisely. And even some of you now, when they think about APC, you pass the other Tolombo for life. You now 50 years old man. You still we people in pass, you say, boy, you body out. Boy, you body out. No, you other Tolombo for life. But you're not going to sorry for yourself. You're not going to make an informed decision, make somebody kind of power way build for say something, you can do better. Look at the tell way, that's not the reason we make I believe in me SLPP and me Macarthy, because I know I get three things that I believe in. First of all, as a leader, you have to be God-fearing. You see, Macarthy is a God-fearing person. If Macarthy not to be God-fearing person, enough for be hand over power during the term where he overthrows Strasser, when they tell us, hand over, look, we do an election. Now, a military guy, he can talk, say, no way, blood is shed now. But because na God-fearing person, he hand over power. They say he take money. They put money over the life of people. What if sometimes we don't say, well, I need to hand over power? Now we sometimes will be telling us, say, well, take what you want for take. I'm not trying to justify that side of it. Don't get me wrong, all right? I'm not trying to justify it. I don't condone stealing. But I'm just saying, okay? So, people, this is the same thing here. Let us make an informed decision. Let us make please, not talk about career small me. Let we make decision that we go better we tomorrow. Let we make decision that like people that we smart, like people that we get aid. Please. Mother Bio, like I said, the first thing first, I believe saying a God-fearing person. And secondly, for be a leader in Africa, especially in Africa, you have to be disciplined. When I say discipline, I don't mean like you discipline your you picking the house, you tell them, say, hey, everybody for eating at the dining table, for eating at the living room, don't step with your shoes in the living room. And when you come back from work, you walk with your shoes in the living room, and you sit down, you put your foot and you say, now give me food in the living room. It don't work like that. You lead by example. You lead by showing it. If you say everybody for dinner working place, 6 o'clock in the morning, you and the leader, you for the 5 o'clock in the morning or 5:30, because if you're not the 5:30, I go know that late. You for the day before everybody they come. When me they go work, my supervisor, he did it before me. Before I get to my working station, she's standing right there and waiting for me. Just to know if I'm late or not. But we leaders them, then we put time for work, then they come, so then 12 o'clock now work. When they can take 1 hour in our office and they left, then go. And if we continue like that, things not go right. Okay. And also, as a leader, you have to have the love of the people. When you say you're a leader, you don't become the mama or the papa of that country, of the organization where you lead, or whatever you lead. And you therefore treat the people then just like the way they treat your picking in the house. If you're not merely picking a staff for one day, think about it that way. When you pass the street where you drive and it's Kuruma, or whosoever you the president, or whosoever ever be the president, you drive the street, you see this 12 years old picking, 12 years they sell. 10 years old picking, they pass the street, before they in a school or whatnot. Say you go allow me, you're picking the carry the day. You see dirty in the street, all over the place. Say the own street where they not go allow make it then carry the day. Think about that way. The love of the people. Please, and we as citizens, we get a moral responsibility for follow the laws of the land. If we leaders them, we hold them responsible because they need to do something right. We therefore always self-responsible. Because sometimes, not say because of me na SLPP, I'm not going to work with APC, I'm not going to work with NGC. Because at the end of the day, we all get moral responsibility as citizens to making sure that that country come at a higher height. Because tomorrow, if not with that, some of we were in the diaspora, if we're out there, believe it or not, we go scared for take picking and self, can go na salon for me and go work. Because today they say Ebola, tomorrow they say this. You go scared. That's just the fact. So we all get responsibility for sensitize ourselves and talk to ourselves and making sure that we follow laws them. We follow the laws of the land. If they tell you, say, not put market now for sale, come on, man. Look, we know they do things them just because of waiting. Look, we know they try for bend the rule. That one they all need to make when they go before. So please, make an informed decision. No bloodshed. Pray before you go cast your vote. Whether you're a Christian or Muslim, pray and may God direct you. And may God direct Sierra Leone. So that tomorrow, the 8th, when we wake up, we're going to say the beginning of a new Sierra Leone is here. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for watching. May God bless you all out there. And may God keep you all safe. Once again, my name is Daniel Macarthy. And una all tata.